everybody, I'm Jammer, and today I wanted to talk about a game that, well, it's been rumored a while back. A lot of people talk about it in the community of Nintendo groups and stuff. Just when is Smash Bros. Coming to Switch? In what form? When are we having it? It's just a big question mark, an enigma on everybody's mind. And today I kind of just want to talk about my opinions and when we might see it, what form it's going to take, and all that fun stuff like that. So to start off, of course Smash Bros. Is coming to Switch. Let's get that out of the way. Like, the question whether it's coming or not, it's definitely coming to Switch. But whether it's a Smash 5 or a port of Smash 4, I really am thinking it's going to be a port of Smash 4, not a 5th installment. Especially just because of the quick turnaround. I mean, it's only been a few years since it's been out, and I honestly don't even think we need a new Smash Brothers, like, built from the ground up again. The physics, all the mechanics, everything built already in the previous iteration of Smash is perfectly fine. It doesn't really need a new revamp change. It's not like a jump from Brawl to Smash 4, you know, where everything was revamped. It doesn't need that. It really, I truly believe it's when we see Smash Bros. On Switch, it will be a port of what we've seen on 3DS and Wii U. And to lead credence to that, the name of the game itself not having a specific title or number for that matter, I mean, we just call it Smash 4, but in reality it's called Smash 4 3DS, Smash 4 Wii U. And of course they can do the same for the Switch, Smash 4 Nintendo Switch. Now here's the thing, a lot of people believe that we're going to be seeing this at E3 this year, and it'll come out either this year, and then it'll probably come out sometime this year as well. And I disagree with that entirely. I do not believe we will be seeing this at E3. Don't get me wrong, I would be happy to be wrong. Definitely. It just, to me, doesn't make sense to come out this year. They have so much packed into this year. Granted, there is a pretty big gap of time that we don't know about in between, you know, when Splatoon 2 launches, and of course, I think Fire Emblem Warriors, which comes out late fall, right before the holiday season. So there is that gap there, but other than that, there's already a game slotted in for every spot of the year for Switch anyways. And I really feel like this E3, huge major focus is going to be on Super Mario Odyssey. There of course are going to be new Switch titles there, stuff maybe that go into next year, 2018, stuff that may be unannounced that might be coming within the next few months after E3, stuff like that. But I really truly think it's going to be in a way similar to how last year's E3 was with Zelda, but the only difference in it being Mario, and then I think they'll still have a section off where they'll focus on other titles as well. But I think the main focus of Nintendo's E3 this year is Mario Odyssey. And the problem with that, not the problem necessarily, but the reason I think that hurts Smash's chances is when Smash makes an appearance at an E3, it's a showstopper. It takes all the spotlight away from almost everything. I mean, even look when Ryu and Roy were at E3 that one year. I think that was, what, like 2 years ago or something like that? Even that had its own booth and everything at E3, and that's just announcing DLC characters for the game. So I feel like if they do put Smash on the Nintendo Switch, it's going to be a really big deal. And especially with how we haven't heard anything about Pokemon. I mean, granted, we've never seen a Pokemon at E3, and I'm going to talk about that at a later date, but I still think we might actually see something at E3, because this is a very special circumstance. But that's a topic again for another day. Anyways, the point trying to make is when Smash Bros. Appears at an E3, it takes a lot of attention, and I really feel like Nintendo wants to focus on Super Mario Odyssey and other games as well. And even, let's pretend Smash Bros. Is coming out this year. The question is when? Are they going to come out this holiday? I mean, is it coming out the same day or around the same time as Mario Odyssey? Which, again, I don't think so. I mean, granted, they won't be directly competing with each other because one's a multiplayer experience, one is a single-player experience, well, as far as we know anyways. So they're not exactly in the same genre, but regardless, they're still Nintendo games that Nintendo fans are both must-haves, and they don't want to have to make players make a choice during the holidays and be like, okay, for Christmas you're either getting Super Mario Odyssey or you're getting Smash Bros. For Nintendo Switch. I really feel like, as we can see from what they've been doing with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe so far, they treat it as like it's a new game, not just some port that they're going to throw out there and let new people play it and whatnot. Like, as we can see with the success, this is like, what, the best-selling, not only best-selling Mario Kart of all time, but it's like the best-selling, like, racing franchise game of all time, which is insane for, again, a game that's a port of the Wii U. So it only proves my point that when Smash 4 Switch comes out, it's going to take up a lot of airspace, it's going to, like, be a huge focus. And I don't think it's very smart for Nintendo to release Mario Odyssey within the same week, or even have it in the same E3 as something they want to focus on this year, you know. There are already a ton of multiplayer experiences that are going to be offered this first year of the Switch. We already got Mario Kart 8, we have ARMS coming up at the end of this, or at the beginning of next month, we have Splatoon the following month as well. So there's already a lot of games and availability that we can play with and multiplayer stuff. So I personally don't think the Switch needs Smash Brothers this year. When they're going to show off, I think the next time we're going to see or hear of a Smash Brothers for Switch would be either, I think next, not this year, but the following E3. I think E3 2018 would be a great time to show it off, and then we'll see it maybe come out that holiday. Which kind of sucks, because like that is so far off. I really want to pack the Wii, I'm not going to pack the Wii U away, but I really want to start focusing more. I really want to be able to play it on the Switch and be able to play that on the go, not 3DS style, on the Switch, you know. I think it's going to be an awesome console for it. I'm really looking forward to what they might do with this port and how they're going to change it. And I might as well talk about that now. So, a lot of people, when they're talking about Smash Brothers for Switch, they're saying all these like pie-in-the-sky dreams, like it's going to become a platform, they're going to continuously update it for years to come, adding new characters, new stages, blah blah blah. I don't think that's going to be a thing either. I'm sorry. As much as we would love for that to happen for Smash Bros. And Mario Kart Deluxe for that matter, I really don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. Just for the reason that, I mean, granted, they could announce some DLC for Mario Kart Deluxe at this E3, and I could be wrong. But from what it looks like, Mario Kart Deluxe anyway is a complete package. It's done. It's finished. And the team that even used to work on it is now, they're working on ARMS, and they've already announced they're going to be rolling out additional content throughout the rest of this year at least. So they're busy doing that, so there's not really people working on that. I mean, granted, they can have different teams doing it. But the point to be made is, I feel like they're making this like, this is the definitive version, this is it. And whenever you jump in, it's always the same experience for everybody, I guess. And so when when Smash Brothers for Switch, or excuse me, when Smash Brothers for Wii U and 3DS were getting developed, it was very important for the development team to keep the games as equal as possible, only having certain exclusivities such as stages and the one figurehead mode being Smash Run and Smash Tour. A lot of people have been talking about for Smash Switch, they should just throw all the content into one game. All the 3DS stuff, all the Wii U stuff, all into the Switch. And again, I would love that, that'd be awesome. But I don't know if that's going to be the case. I feel like they'll probably steal some stages from here and there, and then perhaps make some brand new stages for the Switch game. But I can see some getting left behind, like maybe like Nintendo stays on 3DS. And exclusive on the Wii U stays over here. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Like maybe Orbital Gate or something like that. I wouldn't be too sad if that got left behind. I'm sorry. and I don't think we're going to get Smash Run or Smash Tour. I mean, I would love to have a Smash Run and how they would change it, whereas you're all on the same map. You can play local multiplayer of this mode. And you can... I think that'd be a lot of fun. It's a really fun mode on 3DS, but it had some issues to where it just wasn't the experience I was looking for. And I think because how even the menu is laid out, where like it has, as people complain constantly, that Smash Tour and Smash Run have their own giant button on the home screen. And the point of that is that this is the exclusive feature or mode of this version. And I think for the Switch version of Smash Brothers, I think there's going to be a brand new mode exclusive to the Switch. So Smash Tour will be left on Wii U for Wii U owners to always have exclusively. Sorry guys. Smash Run will stay on the 3DS forever, which is a bummer. But I think for on the Switch, there's going to be something brand new. What could it be? I'm not entirely sure. I would love to see something like that was in Smash Tour, where it was there was a every time you lost a stock, you switched a character. And that's an awesome idea for a mode where you could like take 2 or 3 characters and make that your team and then fight someone else, you know? And then be able to swap through those characters. I think that'd be a lot of fun. And other fighting games do it too. Like Street Fighter, you can play with 2 characters at once and swap in between them, even mid-battle. I don't know how they do that in Smash necessarily. It could be just stock-based anyways. So that'd be something they could do. I mean, I don't really bank on that happening because again, that's something a lot of people have been requesting and we've never seen anything of it. Besides in Smash Tour for that matter. So I think it might be something brand new entirely. I mean, we could see a new Subspace Emissary. I doubt it. Or maybe just some sort of adventure mode, you know, where you're traveling through the universes of Nintendo and stuff like that. I don't really want to speculate a ton on that because it could be really anything and I could talk forever about one thing and it'd be not even close. But I do think there's going to be some brand new exclusive mode for the Switch. Now, another big thing people talk about when they talk about this game is exclusive characters. And people believe 100% that Ice Climbers are coming back, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. Everyone, a lot of people I talk to, they're like sold that yes, Ice Climbers are coming to the Nintendo Switch, the version of Smash Brothers. There's no doubt about it, because all the complications with the 3DS holding back the Wii U, they want to keep the roster the same, and that could be again the case for the Switch, where they want to keep the roster the same again. I don't know if I necessarily think that's going to be the case, but I'm not sure, because again, like I said, the developers wanted to keep all the experiences the same across all the platforms the game was on. And I think putting Ice Climbers on the Switch version would really make the 3DS and Wii U communities, people who play those games, kind of drop and fall behind, which is unfortunate. They don't want to do that to those fans, of course. They want people to move over to the Switch version, but they still want those services to be available for the other games, because otherwise, once the Switch version is out and they have brand new characters that the other ones don't have, well, why would I ever want to buy these games ever again? They would probably stop printing discs of the Wii U version and the chips of the... Like, why would they keep making those games to sell them if there's no point? Like, the better version is going to be the Switch, because they have better and new characters, you know? But I do think there are going to be new characters in the Switch version. One for sure that I can 100%, and I do agree with a lot of people who have said this, is Inkling is going to be a character. I mean, Splatoon has already merged so well with the rest of the Nintendo's franchise and stuff, and there's no doubt in my mind that Inkling will be a part of the Smash Bros. Universe. As for other characters we could see, I honestly could only see maybe 1 or 2 more beyond Inkling, to be honest. Potentially, like, Spring Boy or somebody from ARMS. I mean, I would say it would depend on the success of the game, but again, they could be developing and making that character anyway, just to cross-promote, you know? And I personally think it would be really cool to have a character from that universe, because those stretchy arms would be a really weird and crazy little, like, mechanic for that game, and be a lot of fun, you know? Then as for a third slot, I could see them throwing in, like, a veteran, like maybe a Wolf or something like that. Unfortunately, I really think Ice Climbers is going to be let out, just because then what they could do later with these 3 characters is make them, instead of exclusives to the Switch, which they could still do. I could be wrong on this entirely, but a theory that I might have is they could make them a timed exclusive to the Switch. So let's say for the first 6 months or so of the Switch version being out, you can only play as these characters on that console. And then they will be released as paid DLC for Wii U and 3DS later that year or something like that. So then, the point of that is, now all 3 versions are all running the same version of the game. They all have the same character roster, so they all can compete and be the same version, like same game essentially. That's the only thing I see the problem with having exclusive characters on the Switch. It's not like Mario Kart where you can just throw in some new characters, and really all it does is like some new stat variants, you know. Obviously there's a lot of differences between Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But the point being is, like, a brand new character isn't that game changing as it is in Super Smash Bros. So that's what I could probably see happening. I mean, like, those 3 new characters will come with the game when you buy it on Switch, but if you want to get them on the other consoles, you have to get it as paid DLC. Maybe they'll make, like, a cheap bundle. Instead of paying, it was like $5 a character, maybe it'll be, like, 12 for all 3 or something like that, and you get them all in a pack or something. It'll be kind of nice if you actually got a download code from when you bought the Switch. You could download them to your 3DS for free. That'd be kind of, or 3DS and Wii U for free. That'd be kind of nice. I don't know. It means just an idea I have. I don't know 100% if they're gonna go with that. They could just make some brand new exclusive characters and make people buy the Switch version of the game and be like, sorry Wii U owners, sorry 3DS owners, that's it. You just gotta upgrade, you know? Which would be, again, I just think, that's not what, Nintendo just doesn't do that. Yeah, they keep exclusive content between versions, but nothing of that extent, I don't think. Especially with Smash Bros. Because, again, like I said, throughout the development of both 2 versions, they made a very striving point to make sure these games were equal as possible. That's why Ice Climbers were not included. They were running fine on the Wii U version. I mean, I think 8-player Smash might have had some problems, but they were working on it. However, they just couldn't run on 3DS, and that's why they eventually got dropped, which is unfortunate. And again, I think that's going to be the problem here as well. I feel like they're going to want to keep the rosters the same, no matter what. Keep some timed exclusivity of the characters anyways, just to make the hardcore Smash fans and the people who aren't patient for that matter jump to the new version and upgrade as soon as they possibly can. Then, of course, give people the opportunity who don't have a Wii U or a 3DS to get the definitive version of Smash Bros., you know? And then as far as the future for Smash, I think that's going to be it. I think it's going to be some new stages, potentially some, the big new mode, and potentially some other side modes, maybe like a break the targets or something. Then the 3 or so new characters, and I think that's going to be it. I really don't think that they're going to go any farther, and maybe every month a new stage, or every 6 months a new character. I don't think they're going to make it a platform. Again, as much as I would love that to be a thing, I don't think they're going to do it with Smash Bros. Again, I want Sakurai to be working on a new project, and I'm sure he is right now. So I feel like this port is going to be developed by some other team. He'll probably oversee it during its initial development process. But they don't want to keep pulling, I don't think they'll want to keep pulling him back into Smash and keep telling him, hey, we need to do this, we need to, you know, let the guy do what he wants, you know. Don't get me wrong, he loves doing Smash enough anyways, and I can kind of empathize with him when all his fans want one thing and he wants to do something else. So that's kind of my stance on the idea of it being a platform. I really feel like, I don't know, I mean, I could be, again, let me just state this. I could be entirely wrong, and I would be happy to be wrong. They could very well, like we've been saying, make it a platform, make new characters and stages come out for years and years to come, so we're constantly playing the game. But the problem is, with every new character introduced, patches are inevitable, and same goes for stages. Stages take a lot of work to build. They're not as easy as just throwing a few assets together. I mean, some are easier than others, obviously, but look at the Mario Maker stage. That was like an entirely new thing, you know? So it's a really weird situation. So to kind of recap, Smash Brothers for Nintendo Switch is coming. 100%. Within a year, at least, we'll hear something about it. Will it release? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to come out until holiday 2018, or even maybe before then, or something like that. I really don't think we're going to even see it until... We could see it at the end of this year, to be truly honest, before the holiday season, to be like, hey, get hyped, this is coming very soon. Another purpose for people to buy a Switch during holiday. Honestly, I could actually see it. They could have a Nintendo Direct at the end of this year, then say, hey, Smash Brothers Switch is coming. Buy your Switch now because it's coming out March. You know, they could do something like that. Or, I don't know. It doesn't necessarily need to be a holiday title, so I could see it doing something similar to that anyways. But I still firmly believe, I don't think we're going to see it at this year's E3, just because there's already a lot going on, a lot we don't know about that I really feel like is going to be a part of this presentation. Potentially a Pokemon, maybe not. What Retro is working on, which I have a video coming up about that very soon. And Animal Crossing, which again, another video about that. I have a whole bunch of videos planned out to talk about all these other games they could be talking about and what they're going to announce and everything. So I just think there's already a lot going on at this year's E3, and I think Smash Bros. Having a presence here it would just be too much. Or it would take spotlight away from other games. Like if they have Pikmin 4 here at this year's E3, I will be super excited for it. Of course, a lot of people will. But if there's a Smash Brothers, everyone's going to forget about Pikmin 4, unfortunately. So I think that's just how it's going to go. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? What are you guys expecting to see with Smash Brothers on the Nintendo Switch, whether it be a port or a new one? I don't think Smash 5 is coming for a long time, so I do think it's going to be the port. What do you think about the characters, if there's going to be new ones? Who are you hoping to see, obviously? And the idea of trying to keep the versions all similar, yet giving some sort of exclusivity to the Switch version, such as timed exclusive characters, or the brand new figurehead mode that's on the title screen, you know, and maybe some other stuff like that. I'm personally hoping for better online. Like, even Wii U, I've been playing on Smash Online with Wii. I can't play it. The lag is just so bad sometimes. Like, maybe it's just my Wi-Fi, but I don't know. To play Smash, it has to be lagless. Otherwise, I'm not performing at nearly the output that I should be able to. So anyways, yeah, let me guys know in the comments. Give this video a huge, awesome like. If you haven't already, subscribe for tons on Nintendo Switch, Super Smash Brothers, and all that fun stuff. As well as stay tuned for a ton more on E3 2017, predictions videos, what to expect, talking about specific titles, Mario Odyssey, Hyrule Warriors, nope, Fire Emblem Warriors, Animal Crossing. I can't wait. I'm really hoping we're going to see Animal Crossing this year. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!